Alright, so for today's lesson, we are learning to use the technique of magic of three to answer stimulus based conversation or SBC prompts for short in your oral exam. Okay, so before I start teaching you the technique, I'm going to show you how the stimulus based conversation component in your oral exam look like. Okay, you'll be typically given a picture like this, which shows some people doing something, they're in a place, and you'll be asked three questions based on the picture. For the first question, it is always asking you to answer based on the details from the given picture. And question one will always begin with look at the picture. Would you? And usually you're asked to make a choice based on what you see happening in the picture. Okay, so for example, this particular picture, question one is look at the picture. Would you like to buy a pet from this pet shop? Why or why not? The second question usually requires you to answer and provide details based on your personal experiences. It could be linked to question one as well. Okay, and question three would be asked again for you to think about your personal experiences, to provide your personal experiences as some details, and to provide an opinion on a question. So usually question three is a little bit more difficult, okay? But all the three questions could be based around one theme. So if you look at the three questions that are given based on this picture, the theme is owning a pet and looking after a pet. Okay, but for today's lesson, I'm only going to focus on question one, which is the type of questions that you are asked for your oral exam when you are asked to look at the picture and make a choice. Okay, so we're going to use magic of three. Now, magic of three, as the number suggests, you just need to talk about 3 points. So, number one, when you're asked a question, state your answer clearly. Use at least three details from the given picture or poster or banner or flyer or whatever. Okay? Some sentence starters that you could use are yes, I would, no, I would not, I would like to, I would choose, or yes, I agree, no, I disagree with. Okay? So again, for the first part of your answer, just state your answer clearly and magic of three details from the picture. Don't worry if I'm not sure what I'm talking about. I will take you through how magic of three is applied in another example. Okay, point number two. After you have stated your answer, okay, provide more details by sharing your personal experiences, what you experience at home, in school, or in the wider community, like your neighborhood, your tuition center, and so on. Now, if you have not experienced something before, don't tell lies and try to smoke your way through. You can share with the examiner what you know about the topic, such as what you have read in the newspaper articles, what you have read online, and what your family has told you. Okay? Also, share your ideas, thoughts, opinion, or feelings. Some sentence starters are once I experienced, I would like to share a story about. Although I have never experienced this is what I know, this is what I read about. Share your feelings. I felt blah 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 when blah blah blah. In my opinion, I feel that, I think that. Okay, so at least 3 points for personal experiences. Okay, you realize that magic of three just means every time you say something, try to use 3 points to help you. For your oral exam, if you can, also try to link to the school virtues. We have 8 SGPSLORD, or you can link it to a value such as love, patience, kindness, self control, and so on. Okay, but I think it will not be difficult to bring in any of our 8 school virtues, especially self discipline, generosity, sincerity, perseverance, and respect. I think these are the ones that you can commonly use in your oral exam. Some sentence starters. As a result, I learned that one value that I took away from the experience was, or the easiest to remember is, I showed the virtue of blah 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 when I blah blah blah. Okay, again, it doesn't really apply to the first question. And finally, end off. Okay, just say one sentence. Remember to repeat what you had told the examiner at the start of your response. So you can say to end off, I will. In conclusion, I will. Or to sum up, I will choose this, I will do this. Okay, but I think the easiest for you to remember is in conclusion. Okay, so let's try to remember in conclusion to end your oral response.